Hi everybody, this is Wayne with Wayne, Chang and Associates. Today we're going to talk about three things that buyers, homeowners and buyers oftentimes don't think about when they purchase a home. Hey everybody, this is Wayne with Wayne, Chang and Associates. Thanks for coming back. Today we're going to talk about a few things that home buyers don't typically consider when looking for homes, but are actually very important. But before we do that, during February, it's Valentine's Day is coming up, and it's the month of love. So I'm offering this. If you know of anybody, including yourself, that has been recently engaged or married, I will offer a $1,000 credit towards their closing cost if they purchase a house through me. Just refer them to me during the month of February, and I'll be happy to do that, okay? All right. Now let's move on to the three things that home buyers oftentimes don't consider, but are important when looking for a home. Number one, neighbors. The neighbors on either side of your house and across the street are very important. Every year, I will sell maybe a handful of homes, around 3 or 4 homes, where the reason that they're selling is the homeowner is just not getting along with their neighbor. They've had a feud for 5 years, 10 years. They just can't stand it anymore, and they gotta move. I had a client in Laguna, Niguel, sold their house, actually her home, and she got into an argument with their neighbor, and it escalated, and it turned into this situation where he would come over during the night and clip all her rose bushes, and she ended up having to put security cameras up to catch him in the act, and all. It just escalated, and finally she had enough, and she just wanted to move to another house just a few streets away. So know your neighbors. If they're crazy, you want to find out about it before you close escrow, okay? Number two, know the demographics of the general neighborhood. I have a lot of families, some have kids and they want a lot of other kids out in the neighborhood playing in the street, so they have some things for their kids to do. Or I have the opposite end of the spectrum. There are people that ask me to find them a house in a neighborhood that has no kids because they can't stand it. 5 years ago, I sold a house because that couple was sandwiched in between 2 houses with like 4 or 5 kids each, and they just didn't want the noise level because they worked from home. So that's something also very important. Usually we can see when everybody starts coming home, usually towards the afternoon when kids are getting home from school. So kind of scope out the neighborhoods, and that's number 2. Number 3, consider the HOA. Is the HOA too strict? Are they too lax? You know, those are things that you want to think about. There are certain HOAs, I've been in them before, and they're going to come in and give you a violation citation letter for just one little yellow patch of grass, or you have a dirty garage window, and they're going to issue you a letter and start fining you. I've had that before. That's on one end of the spectrum. Versus other end of the spectrum where the HOA just doesn't even care. Your entire front lawn can just be dead, and you can put garbage on your front lawn, and no one cares, and the value of your house starts going down. Usually, we don't want anything on either ends of the extreme, so we want something in the middle. But you can ask the neighbors, see how the HOA is. Are they happy with the HOA? Are they fair? So those are 3 things that buyers should really consider before purchasing a house. Number 1, your immediate neighbors. Number 2, the neighborhood in general and the demographics. And number 3, the HOA. All right? So again, reminder, in February, if you refer me a client that either just got married or just got engaged, I will credit them $1,000 towards their closing cost during escrow. All right? This is Wayne Chang with Wayne, Chang and Associates. Thank you so much for joining me today. If there are other topics that you want me to cover, just contact me at the number below at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be happy to make another video. Otherwise, have a great day.